Hello, today we are going to work with our basic tulip arrangement. Make it a little bit more elaborate by using your roses, alstroemeria, we have baby's breath, and eucalyptus. So we're going to start with just using your tulips. And always remember you have to cut everything to put it into water. And also remember that you want to make sure that your water is cold. Fill your container 3/4 full while you're making your arrangement. Then you can add water to it after you're done, because the flowers will displace the water and you don't want water all over your table. So we're going to put the tulips in first, just like you would for your basic tulip arrangement. Just cut them and place them. Now, if you're doing your tulip arrangement for this in a bigger vase, make sure that when you're buying them, you buy the longest tulips that you can find. Also, when you go to buy your flowers, it's best to decide in your mind what colors you want, but have a couple of different choices just in case you get there and you want to do it all white. White tulips are really short. You're not going to be able to do this style of an arrangement with really short flowers. So you want to make sure that you have the longest ones that you can get. Then we're going to add our roses. Now these are spray rose. You usually buy them in bunches. That's a little bit too long. And they're nice. They give you more blooms for they fill up holes easier. Always just trim the tip off the thorn when you're pushing it into the flower arrangement. That way it doesn't get stuck on anything. Now what you're doing with these is you just want to place them around in different spots. You can always rearrange your tulips to suit where your roses are going, depending on how you want it to look. If when you're doing this, if you have a dead twig, just cut it off. So there, now we've got tulips, roses, so it's given it a new look. Now we're going to add a bit of alstroemeria. Alstroemeria, you want to take your bottom leaves off, because you don't want them in the water. Now these flowers, when they open up into a nice bell-shaped flower, so it will fill up the container quite a bit. So you don't need a lot, just wherever you have holes. Now your tulips come in bunches of 5, but if you don't need them all for the one arrangement, like we learned before, you can use them in a bunch of different ones. You don't need to cram everything into one vase just because you have it. You can always make yourself a couple of arrangements. Now, one more in the back part here. Okay, so now we have our flowers. Then baby's breath. Now when you buy your baby's breath, it's always clumped together. Just turn it upside down, shake it, it'll all come loose. Now you're not going to need a lot of baby's breath. You just want it just to soften the look a little bit. So you just take it, tuck it down the center. Put a couple of pieces just around the edges, just to give it a soft look. Now the eucalyptus, this is seed euc, so it kind of falls. Now this we're going to put around the edge so it falls down the edge of the arrangement. So that it will kind of give it a unique look of its own. So you just cut off the pieces. And just tuck that in. And there you go. You've got a totally different looking arrangement. Within a few hours, the Alstroemeria will open up, so you'll have, and it's yellow with a little bit of orange into it, so it'll give it a nice look. And that's that one for now.